So yes, I went on Danish TV and proclaimed Cade Cunningham as the Rookie of the Year pick for me, and even bet my co-host a pint of beer on it. And but in fairness, he had Jalen Green, and that's also not going to happen. So I think we're both going to lose.
Right. So let's start with Cade. We'll work our way down. We'll hit the top 5, and then we'll go to some of the other guys who have been making an impact. So let's start with Cade. As you mentioned, he's only played, we're recording this on Wednesday, November 10th. So he's only played 4 games to date. He is shooting 23.2% overall, 14.3% from 3. He has got 4 of 28 from deep, averaging only 10.8 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 2.8 assists, which is honestly, that might stand out as much, if not more, to me than the shooting percentages, because the playmaking was one of his big selling points coming into the draft. So what do you make of this slow start, Mort? Are you concerned at all? Did the Pistons make the wrong pick, or is it way too early to render that judgment?
I still think they made the right pick, because here's the thing. Even though his stats look absolutely horrible, he's having a positive effect in the game. Like, he is already coming in and playing NBA caliber defense. And you and I have talked so many times before over the years that rookies who come into the league usually suck defensively. Like, that's just a thing, because you're taking such a major leap up in the level of competition that you're just bound to not necessarily be a highly impactful defender. This year, Brian, I'll get back to Cunningham specifically, but we have multiple rookies, 4 even, who are playing great defense for being a rookie. So, that is encouraging to me for the long term, and he's one of them. Like, he's using his size to really disrupt on-ball defenders. Like, he's pretty decent off-ball as well. Like, he picks up certain schemes and anticipate plays and yells it out. There's a lot to like here. Right now, the ball is just not going in the basket, and that is affecting his reputation. It's a good point about the playmaking. So in the games that I've seen, I have noticed that guys have just missed off of his passes, but I do agree that I don't think we've seen, the next level playmaking capabilities that he showed in college, for example. So that remains to be seen. It's still just 4 games. It's a super small sample size. So we'll take that and just kind of reserve that for later. I think to you, I predicted that he would average 25 and 5, right? I'm pretty sure that I did.
Yeah. 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, he's at 5.8 rebounds, Brian, so 1 out of 3 so far.
There you go. I guess
slow, but it's coming.
Yeah, a guy coming back from an injury, they are going to naturally want to ease him in. Yeah. The quality of his teammates matters in terms of his playmaking ability, so you can deliver a perfect pass, but if the guy doesn't convert it, it's not going to count as an assist. So I wonder how many potential assists versus actual assists he has and how that's affecting his overall box score line. But I could see Cavs fans right now, who we'll get to later, are rightfully jubilant about Evan Mobley, and Raptors fans feel the same about Scotty Barnes. So I could see some sentiment bubbling up already that Evan Mobley should have been the number 1 pick, and the Pistons screwed up by taking Cade. I personally think it's still just way too early. I'm not going to panic over a 4-game sample size, especially for a guy who had yet to play NBA basketball. If these percentages and these, his low assist total continues, if we get to the end of his rookie season and he's still averaging 11.6 rebounds, 3 assists, then we can have a talk about, did the Pistons get what they were expecting in Cade Cunningham? But it's 4 games.
Right.
I don't think from the, I follow a couple Pistons people on Twitter. I don't get the sense that they're panicking yet. I think they're just kind of riding the vibes of this was always going to be a rebuilding year. It's good that they're leaning into it, letting the young guys play. Let's just see what happens. And, the only way he's going to get better and grow is by having experience, regular season, real life experience. So it's not always going to be pretty, and it hasn't been pretty for some of the other top picks as well. But I think that experience is going to only benefit them in the long run.
Right. And also worth noting, over the past 2, he's averaging 17.5. So it's like he's coming along. The shooting percentages aren't there. And what I was really, I don't know if the right words of this, if I was impressed, if I was mortified, I don't know. But when he had his debut against Orlando at home, like he got double teamed almost immediately. When have we ever seen that for a guy who'd never played in the NBA before? This was his first time stepping on the floor in an NBA regulation game. And like he got doubled, and like the team kind of moved their head towards him. Like it was very clear that he was at the very top of their game plan. That to me, that's immediate respect in a way, which also means he has to figure that out. Teams are going to come at him right now. And maybe it's because the Pistons just don't have a whole lot alongside them. Like maybe teams are just saying, you know what? It's fine. Let Jeremy Grant go get 25, 27 points. We don't mind. Just let's stop the playmaker. Let's stop the 6'8" playmaker, which frankly is not a bad idea.
And Cade's teammates are not providing a ton of offensive help either. I mean, Jeremy's shooting 38.3% overall. Yeah. Sadiq Bey is 38.8, 28.8 from deep. Killian Hayes is at 31. Kelly Olynyk 46. So the team as a whole is struggling to just put the ball in the basket. It's not just
the
Cade.
team as a whole is shooting under 40% from the field during 9 games this year.
Yeah, that's not great. Yeah, they are dead last in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, offensive rating, effective field goal percentage. Like very little has worked for them offensively.
Oh, I have the line right here. They are 30th in made field goals per game, 30th in field goal percentage, 30th in 3-point field goal percentage, 30th in 2-point field goal percentage, 21st in free throw percentage. There you go, Pistons, not worse than that. 30th in defensive rebounding, 29th in total rebounding. Again, congratulations, Pistons. You aren't the league's worst team there. And 30th in points. And Brian, they are averaging 94.9 points. So roughly 95 points per game, which is such a 1992 point total for an NBA team. Yeah, that you're right. That doesn't really bode well for Cade having the players around him to flourish.
Right.